What's up, Kanima? How are you guys? I'm sitting on a beach in Mexico, kicking my shoes and socks off so that we can enjoy a little Pilates together. This is not intended to make you feel jealous. No. It's just a nice backdrop, right? We could all use something pretty to look at once in a while. So we're gonna take advantage of this gorgeous view. You're gonna grab a mat, and that's all you're gonna need, body weight only with this workout. If you're ready, let's go ahead and start in a child's pose position. So flip that body over. We're just going to sink our booty back onto those heels and take a big breath in. Exhale through the mouth here. And do it again. Inhale and exhale. Starting to grow this move, we're going to transfer the weight now into the palms of our hands. We'll meet in this modified push-up and then come on back to child's pose. Do it again. Forward and backwards here. Now the name of the game today is moving at your own pace. So I'll give you a heads up when we're going to be advancing to a different move. And otherwise, you just play. So if it feels good to stay in this child's pose a little longer, stretching through those shoulders and lats, then stay put. If it feels good to stay here and play a little bit with your triceps in these modified push-ups, you do you. But we'll be here for 4 and 3. Here comes 2. Last one. This time, come into this modified push-up position. Take your feet nice and long. Lift up into a cobra pose. Inhale. Exhale down. Bring it up. And exhale down. Again, lift up, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth as you lower that chest down to the mat. A few more here. On this next one, we'll stay up. Stay up here. Curl your toes beneath your body and lift up into this plank position. Hold it here. Nicely done. Take your right leg and lift it up towards that sky. 3-legged dog here. Bring your chest a little closer towards that mat. And when you're ready, you'll take that leg and thread through those palms. Do it again. Shoot it up and thread. Inhale on the way up, point those toes, lengthen that leg, and then stay nice and close to that mat as you thread through. You're playing here. Go ahead and play. 4, 3. Here comes 2. Last one. Thread it. Come on up. Now hinge that lifted leg. Just hinge at the knee and extend. A few here just like this, lifting, pointing them, bringing that heel back towards that booty for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that leg, send it forward, step it just outside that right palm. And look at that, we're in this nice runner's lunge. Take that back knee, tap the floor and lift. A few taps, lifts, taps, lifts. Your wrists get a little break here because they're not bearing all your weight now. Now you've got some feet planted. When you're ready, option is stay here, or you take those hands now to your knee and tap and lift and tap and lift. Down, up. We're going to start to feel some fire here. 4, 3. Here's 2. Last one. Now that leg is behind you. We're going to bring it forward. Just step forward, woo, and step back. Step forward and back. Here's 4. Bring it back. Here's 3. That planted leg. Feeling that fire. Here's 2. Last one. Stay here. Send those arms back. Forward fold. Beautiful. Bring everything up towards that sky. And forward fold. Arms come back behind you, activating triceps. Lift up. Forward fold. inhale, this time plant those palms on your mat. Step that right leg back. Woo. And sink back into our happy place child's pose. All right. So we've got a little fire now going. Let's think of that as like kindling to the fire. Couple healing breaths in and out here. And then we move on. Lucky you. You don't have bugs, my guess is, crawling on your mat the way I do. That's special. You gotta pay extra for that. When you're ready, we'll come back into that plank position. Hold it here for a moment. Couple big breaths in and out. Nice neutral spine. Your wrists, elbows, shoulders stacked on top of one another. When you're ready, now we take that left leg, send it towards the sky. Really elongate that leg before threading it through right between those palms. Do it again. Lift up and thread. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. Almost grazing that mat with your knee. Almost dragging it across. You're playing here. You may want to stay in that down three-legged dog position a little longer. Feel free. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here comes 2. You're doing great. We got 1 more. Keep that leg nice and long. Hinge at that knee. Hinge and extend. Here's that hinge and extend. Bringing that heel towards that glute and then extending that leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that leg, step it forward outside of that left foot now. Nicely done. We stay here for a moment, holding that lunge. Nice stretch through hip flexors, through those hamstrings. When you're ready, we start to tap that back knee and lift. It's a tap and a lift. If it's bothering your wrist, consider coming into that gorilla pose just on your knuckles. Takes a little pressure off your wrists. Otherwise, just tap and lift here for 4, 3. Option to stay here. 2, 1, or you bring those hands up to your knee. And we add that tap here. It's just a tap and a lift. A tap, lift. 4. Good. 3, that's it. Here's 2. Here's 1. Step that leg forward. Step it back. Forward. Step it back. Embracing that fire here in that planted leg. Forward and back. For 4. Nicely done. Core tight. 3. You've got it. Just 2 more. Last one. Set those palms down. Whew. Feel that fire? It's a good fire. When you're ready, take those hands behind you. Reach them back. Activate those triceps. Now bring everything tall. Forward fold. Send those arms back. And then inhale up. And forward fold like you're taking a bow. Send them back. Do it again. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more here. Lift and lower. Last one. Oh, that leg is on fire. Send it down. Palms plant. Leg steps back. We're back in plank, but not for long. Take both those knees to the floor. Sit back into, you guessed it, child's pose. It's like a good old friend, right? Like a glass of warm milk. Nice stretch here through the legs. As you broaden your stance, separating those knees a little further. Look at a nice stretch. You can wag an invisible tail from side to side. Nicely done, folks. It's time to move on. When you are ready, maybe even a little bit sooner, we're just going to come back into a plank. holding this plank, walk your knees forward, and we meet in this tabletop position. We're just gonna take those knees and tap into the floor and lift. It's a tap, lift, tap, lift. Now your legs are still feeling some fire from the last move, so we won't be here long. How about 4? How about 3 and we grow? You've got 2, you've got 1, now we grow. We're taking those legs and bringing them to the side and then resting. And then bringing them up and bringing to the side and then resting. Now if you can start to take out the rest and maybe just lightly kiss that mat with your knees, even better. Option is stay here, or we grow this move again. Now we can start kicking a leg through. Oh, now we're talking. There's that reset in between. And if you really want to get spicy here, you know, I'm in Mexico, so we can add and open up with that arm. Back to that bear crawl and thread through. Open up, thread through. That's it. 4, 3, 2, here's 1. Back to bear crawl. Knees come down. You know what's coming. Child's pose. Whew. You're doing so well. We're just not through. We're gonna come forward now onto our forearms. We meet in this plank position here, right on our forearms with a neutral spine. So we don't have our booty up. We don't have a little bowl to our back. Nice and neutral. I avoid using words like a flat back because your back is not flat. It has a natural curvature to it. You're like, less talking, more Pilates. I'm glad you asked. Take that arm, open it up, right arm up towards the ceiling or sky and back. Open up and back. Now we add on. Come forward on those toes like you're a saw and open up. Plant that forearm, come forward on those toes, come back, open up. We're challenging our core. We're challenging our shoulders. Deep breathing. Pilates is all about that movement, about that breath. So inhale and exhale as you transition from move to move, knowing we're gonna grow soon in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. How'd that go? Come on back to center. Drop those knees to the floor. My mat is traveling. How about that? Let's meet back in that child's pose position. I'm a sandy mess. I feel like you don't care. I feel like you're like, yeah, we don't feel bad for you. That's fair. When you're ready, we're gonna come up to this tabletop position. A tabletop position means, once again, we have that neutral back and spine. So it's not cow-cow. It's not here, it's not here, it's neutral. And we're just gonna take your right leg and flex that foot. Foot flex, bring your heel up towards the ceiling. Up and then down. Up and then down. Careful that we're maintaining that neutral back. So when we lift, it should not arch our back into that cow pose, right? So we lift, we look straight down so that we keep that spine neutral, aligned with your neck, and we're lifting and lowering. But we know we can add on. We know we should add on. We know we get stronger by adding on. So here's 4, here's 3, here's 2, here's 1. Come out to the side, fire hydrant, lift, keep that foot flexed, out and in. Keeping your hips locked towards that ground, up, down, knowing we're gonna grow this in 4, in 3, how about 2, how about 1, back and forth we go. So here's our booty blaster, Here's our fire hydrant. We're coming up towards that ceiling, knee towards that ceiling. Heel, knee. You are gonna have a tendency here to open up those hips towards that leg as it comes to the side. Keep them pointed directly at that mat like laser beams. Pew, pew. 4, nicely done. 3, 2, last one. Now you may have started feeling some fire there. Good, let's keep that fire going. Take that leg, extend it out to the side. Nicely done. Lift up towards that sky. Inhale. Send your hips back. Lift up. Send those hips back. Do it again with me. Big breath in towards the sky or ceiling. Send it back. Let's squeeze here through those glutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those hands, plant them on the mat. Leg stays extended out to the side, only we're gonna lift it. Maybe it's an inch, maybe it's 2 inches, maybe it's 4 inches. Only one way to find out. Let's lift. Lift, find that floor. Lift, find it. Good. Up and down. Up, down. Out to the side, we're coming. 4, 3, 2. Listen up, folks. That same leg now is coming, traveling behind your back. So now let's say it's at 6 o'clock if we were looking at a clock. Take your left arm now, bring it out in front of you. Whoa, bird dog. Hold it there. Now bring that arm and that leg out to the side. Woo! If you fall, if you lose your balance, you try again. In and out, windmilling those arms. You're gonna find that your leg wants to lower. Try and keep those glutes engaged by keeping that leg parallel with your arm. Here's 4, and 3, and 2. Last one right here. We're gonna meet back at that 12 and 6 o'clock, and we're gonna bring that elbow to our knee. Elbow to knee, say hello, and then extend. Elbow to knee, and extend. Exhale as you bring that in, and here's your exhale. And inhale as you open up. I get there eventually. Here's 4, and 3. How about that planted glute? 2, 1. Set your palms down. How did that go? Now I'm gonna turn my body around, but you're fine right where you are. Just wanna make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Other leg is jealous. So we gotta keep things even. So now our left foot flexes, dorsiflexion here. Wrists are planted, stacked atop your elbow and shoulder here. And we're just lifting and lowering. Up, down. I'm a sandy mess. There's bugs, lizards, birds. This is like all the wild stuff here. Get away, bug. I'm maintaining my balance while bugs climb on my mat. That's worth something, right? Lift and lower. Good. 4 more. 3 more. Could you lift an inch higher with that heel? 2 and 1. Come out to the side. Fire hydrant. Out and in. You may feel some tightness. You may feel your hips trying to open up towards that leg. If you have tight hips, and it happens to all of us, we're all guilty of probably not stretching enough, or if you cycle, it's like a done deal. You've got tight hips. So that's why we move in these manners, so that we can stretch through those hips. When you're ready, keeping that foot flexed, we're gonna start by adding those 2 moves together. So we lift up and come to the side. We lift up and out. Here's up, here's out. You're moving at your own pace, so if you want to slow things down, you slow things down. But we'll be here for 4. Woo! All right, 3. Do you hear those waves? 2. I hope so. What a great sound. Last one. Take that leg, extend it out to the side, and we lift up. Inhale. and exhale, forward fold. Big breath in, exhale, forward fold. Lift up, exhale. One long leg here, stretching from inner groin down to that ankle, squeezing through the glutes as we come up tall. 2 more of these puppies. Last one right here. We plant those palms, leg stays out to the side, and we're just lifting that long leg. Now we point that toe, so there's a little difference. It's a lift and a tap, and lift and tap. And this is about the time where that opposite glute goes, what's happening? And you tell it, shh, just go with it. I got you. Keep it up. Here's 4. Out to the side. 3. Point those toes. 2. Tummy drawn in. Last one. Lovely. Take that leg, send it straight back. We're back at 6 o'clock, only now we're taking our right arm and extending it. And we hold and we find our balance, we find our breath before we start to windmill. Out and in. And as you find your leg coming out even a little further to the side, we'll get more glute and even some oblique work here. Then align everything back center. If you're used to doing a lot of cardio or HIIT, this feels slow. You want to break a sweat, you want to move through it quickly. Take your time here. Time under tension. We've got one more. Lose your balance, try again. We meet at 12 and 6 o'clock and bring everything in. Elbow and knee, say hello, and then extend. In and out. In and out again. In. Longest version of you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great news for you. Plant that palm. You know where we're going? Child's pose. You earned this child's pose. Now wag that tail side to side, stretching through, in particular, our glute medius. We just got them good. Nicely done. Take your right forearm, plant it on that mat, and we'll meet in this forearm side plank. How are we feeling? Ready to move? Good. Take that arm long overhead. Top leg is gonna say hello, knee to elbow. Now we have options. If you wanna hinge that lower knee and crunch here, great option. If not, we can stack or stagger those feet, but go ahead and create some space between your hip and that mat, and let's go to work. In and out, crunch, open, crunch, open again. 4, 3, 2, I got good news for you. Lower that hip down towards the floor. That right arm comes out in front of you. This is your kickstand. This can offer a little leverage as needed. Now we're gonna take one hand and reach towards that top leg and lower down. Little jackknife. You can stay here, or for a more advanced move, consider lifting both feet, both legs off of that floor. Lift, reach towards those ankles. Lift and reach. Good. 4, 3, 2, exhale as you come down. Last one now, hold here. That's right, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Take that lower leg and I want you to bring it up and down. Up and down. If you need to be a little lower, you're a little lower. If you can bring it higher, bring it higher. For 4, 3, feel those obliques on fire. 2, last one, lower down. Now I'm gonna flip my body over. You can just turn to your backside or flip completely on your mat as well. I got sand flying. Lunge is gonna be fun later. We plant that forearm right there on that mat. we create some space, stacking shoulder and elbow here, long arm, long leg, and we crunch and open and crunch and open again and again. Keep it up, gang. Good, almost like you're emptying out those lungs right here. And open, 2 more. Last one, drop to your booty, right on that hip. Lower arm extends out in front of you. That's your kickstand. Remember, we can reach for 1 leg or we reach for 2. My booty just sinks into the sand, making it extra harder. Good. But we can have excuses or we can have results. So we keep moving. That's the objective, is to keep moving. And it's okay if it's messy, and it's okay if it's not graceful, and it's okay if it's not perfect. Your ish is welcome here. Your Pilates-ish movements for 4 and 3. Remember, we're gonna hold. In 2, in 1, we hold. Take that lower leg, drop it to the floor, and lift. Down, up, get those obliques, down, up. Could you come up a little higher with that top leg? Maybe so. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back, come onto your backside. Oh, you're doing so well, we're just not done. That's how this works. When you're ready, take those hands, set them on the floor or mat at your side, and push up here into this seated position. Oh, isn't that nice? We're not done, don't get comfortable. Take your right knee and bring it towards your chest as you bring your left elbow. Nicely done. Open everything up and cross. Open everything up, cross. Now, if you need that opposite hand planted on the floor, you leave it there. If you can start to do this, look, Ma, no hands, take that hand off. Here's 4, 3, 2, last one. Switch it up. When you're ready, cross, open. Good, we've got our right elbow saying hello to our left knee here. Opening, twisting, activating that core for 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful, bring both of those knees so that the legs are parallel with the sky. Capiche? Good. Take your right toe. Just test the water. Just tap it to that mat and lift. Opposite foot. Hello. Bring it up. So each time we reset, each time we come back to that parallel position, knees are hinged, down, up. Good. If you want to try this with no hands, give it a shot. Good. Lengthen that spine. 4 more. 3 more. 2, and we grow. Last one, both toes, dip, lift, dip, lift. If it's hurting your back, remember, sit a little further back and set those hands down. 4, 3, 2, I got good news for you. Hug both those knees into your chest. Little ball, good, open up. Everything in, little ball, come on out. Everything in. Tight, small seed, open up, longest version of you. 4, how we doing? 3, 2, last one, right here, come on down, and rest on that mat. Only rest is probably the wrong word, because rest would suggest that we'll be here for a while, and we're not done. Take your fingers to either your temples or behind your ears. We're going to avoid pulling on our neck. Lift those shoulders off the mat. Take your right knee and say hello with your left elbow. Extend. Do it again. Crunch. Same side if you can. Crunch. Open up. Crunch. Open up. Here's 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Set that leg down. Other side. To do, we cross and come on down. Cross, come on down. Now this feels slow, right? Slow and controlled, name of the game. But we can grow it. And it'll feel familiar. We've got a bicycle coming at us in 3, 2, 1. Alternating sides here, right and left. Try and keep your elbows out wide. Have you seen those lizards that almost look like they have a mane? That's your arms here. That's like your mane. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those legs hinged. Shoulders off that mat. Arms at your side. We're here pulsing. You can't have a Pilates with a Pilates 100. Don't worry, this is only a Pilates 99. Draw that navel back towards your spine. Lift those shoulders off the mat. When you're ready, extend that right leg nice and long. Now, if that's not a move for you today, keep both those knees hinged. Lower your leg, the more core we get here for 4, 3, chin away from chest, 2, switch it up, extend that leg long, pulse, pulse, pulse. We've got this, feel that core fire. Draw that navel back towards that mat. 4, 3, 2, we alternate legs. Let's go right and left and right and left. Home stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those feet down on that mat. Lengthen your body here. Big reach. When you're ready, push off with your feet, lifting that booty up towards the sky. Squeeze through the glutes. Take your right arm down to the floor. Left arm is extended. Switch it up. Taking your time here. Construction has started and it's harshing our vibes, so I can only think that it's time to wrap things up. So bring both of those arms overhead and then bring them out to the side like you wanted to come and just tackle somebody. You're just going to hug them nice and tight here as you lower your booty and then open up. Do it again. Lower and lift and lower and lift like you're hugging someone you love. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that glute bridge. Couple big breaths in and out here as you squeeze through those glutes. Lift those hips a little higher. Lower down. Hug both those knees into chest. And let's stretch. Circle through those legs. Opening through those hips. Take both those legs and drop them over to the right side of your mat while your left arm extends. Look over that shoulder. Beautiful. Take both those legs now. Drop them over to the left side of your mat. Now your right arm extends. Look over that shoulder. Twisting there slightly through that torso. Inhale. Exhale. Legs come back to center. Open up those legs. Nice little clamshell. Just open and close a few times here. Open up, bring those knees outside of your knees a little closer to the floor each time. When you're ready, you can use those hands to help you sit up. And you've got your feet now glued together. Just walk that body forward a little bit. Stretching here, hinge at the hips. Lengthen those arms, reaching. Getting that nice stretch through hip flexors here. Take your right leg nice and long. Left leg steps over it and just bring that elbow to the outside. Just twist, looking over your shoulder. You did great today. I appreciate you guys moving with me today. It's not so bad, right? We got through it. When you're ready, switch it up. Look over that shoulder. Nice twist through the spine, through that core. Come on back to center. Take your knees, bring them towards your chest, and just hug them here. When you're ready, you can plant those hands at your side, and we'll come up to this half standing position. Walk the dog a bit here, toe, ball, heel. Maybe your fingers are touching the mat, maybe they're at your shins, maybe they're at your knees, whatever feels right. Then take a big, wide step reaching towards that floor one more time. Wag that tail and slowly build yourself up to a standing position. Arch through that back, natural arch. Arms come out to the side. Give me 4 shoulder rolls here. 3, 2, 1. Hands come to center. And we, friends, are done. It has been such a treat moving with you. Keep moving.